Ah, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome to my humble abode. Come in, come in. I was just about to pop a masterpiece into the oven. I can smell something divine. What's cooking, Skinner? Ah, my dear Chalmers, you're in for a treat. I'm making a double K mita, a delicacy from the subcontinent. Did you know it's made with bread soaked in sweetened milk and flavored with cardamom and coconut? Impressive, Skinner. So, shall we have a drink while we wait? I believe I see a bottle of Scrabble pieces. Yeah. Yes. Well, it's a special blend. A bit of sherry, a sprinkle of alphabet soup, and a dash of elbow grease. I think I'll stick to water, Skinner. Now I heard quite a bit of noise coming from your den. You mentioned something about modifying a threads? Yes. Well, it's not as difficult as you might think. With a few taps here, a flick there, a little bit of code, voila. Custom firmware on a Nintendo device. Can you believe it? Skinner, we really shouldn't be promoting computer piracy. And speaking of Pandora's box, it seems ours is wide open.
They enter the kitchen as the double K mita is finally ready and they dig in, discussing school affairs while enjoying the sweet dessert.
Ah, blast. My double K mita reduced to a charred mess. I can't believe it. And it's all because of that blasted Threads modding, wasn't it? I couldn't even focus on the crucial art of dessert. Making... Simple, Chalmers. With a few keystrokes here, a finger, tap there, and a well-placed patch, you've got yourself a modded handheld gaming device that would make even the most tech-savvy envy you. Maybe I should make a burnt offering to the gods of technology instead. Oh, what's the point? I'll just have to whip up something else for Chalmers. But you know what? This gives me a chance to make a showstopper. Now, a classic apple pie or a lemon meringue tart. Now those would be fitting revenge for a burnt double K mita. Right, off to the kitchen. Time to let my culinary skills shine once more, as bright as an unmodded Threads screen in the daylight. That burnt double K mita. My culinary masterpiece reduced to a smoldering mess. But wait, I see hope on the horizon. Look, a shop selling orange tundra. I've got a plan. I'll climb out this window and grab some. Now, I've never cooked with orange tundra before, but from what I've heard, it's a citrusy delight. A perfect substitute for the poor, burnt double K mita. And I'll be back in a jiffy. Just don't tell Chalmers I'm climbing out that window again. He'd have a fit.
Skinner exits through the window.
Blast that tree. Why did it have to be in the way? Now my suit is covered in leaves. No matter, I've got the orange tundra. Now, how to prepare it. I'll boil it, strain it, and add a bit of sugar. Maybe a dash of cinnamon for good measure. I'll call it the Orange Tundra Fiasco. Yes, that sounds fitting.
Skinner enters the kitchen and spots Chalmers.
Chalmers, I need to talk to you about this Orange Tundra. An Orange Tundra? Is that some new kind of dessert, Skinner? It is. Because I burnt the double K mita, and now we have to make do with this Orange Tundra. It's not even a fair comparison. And Chalmers, don't even get me started on modding that Threads. I still can't believe I couldn't concentrate on the dessert. With a few taps, a flick, and a well-placed patch, you've got yourself a modded handheld gaming device that would make even the most tech-savvy envy you. But no, I had to focus on that stupid double K mita, and now look at it. A sad, charred, flavorless mess. I can't believe I let it happen. And now we're stuck with this orange tundra fiasco. At least it won't be as disappointing as burnt double K meter.
Skinner, are you alright? You seem quite upset.
What's the point? Chalmers, what's the point in trying if all I'll end up doing is ruining things? I might as well give up now and just enjoy the orange tundra fiasco.
Skinner, is everything alright in here? There seems to be smoke coming from the kitchen.
You know how it is with such an intricate dish. The steam can get a bit intense.
Oh, I'm not sure, Skinner.
That doesn't look like steam to me. It seems like real smoke.
Oh, come now, Chalmers. You're thinking of smoked salmon. My double K meatha is steamed, a traditional Indian dessert made from bread soaked in sweetened milk, flavored with cardamom and coconut.
Skinner, I think you might be getting ahead of yourself. Yeah, that smoke doesn't look good.
And what about my modded threeds? Chalmers, that's the epitome of simplicity. With a few taps of your finger, a gentle flick of the wrist, and a well-placed patch, you've got yourself a handheld gaming device that would make even the most tech-savvy envious.
I think that double K meets a mighty Dion's salvation. But I must admit, your enthusiasm for modifying electronic devices is truly contagious.
I suppose you're right, Chalmers. I was just so excited to share my new discovery. I'll have to start again with a fresher batch of ingredients. But you know what, Chalmers? This gives me a chance to make a showstopper. Now, a classic apple pie or a lemon meringue tart? Now those would be fitting revenge for a burnt double K meatha.
Perhaps, Skinner. Let's hope this time your culinary adventures turn out a little better.
In a higher-pitched voice.
Ah, Chalmers, come try my latest creation.
This isn't the double K meatha you promised, Skinner?
Well, my dear Chalmers, it seems there may have been a bit of confusion. You see, the dish I prepared is known as Orange Tundra, a regional dialect for double K meatha.
Well, I'm not sure I follow, Skinner. I've never heard of such a thing. And why is it served in a glass?
Well, that's a common presentation for Orange Tundra in the region. I assure you, it's still the same delectable dessert made with bread soaked in sweetened milk, flavored with cardamom and coconut, just served a bit differently.
I'm afraid I can't accept this as a substitute, Skinner. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. I've had enough games with the threes modding.
I don't have time for this, Chalmers. My skills with the threeds are second to none. With a few taps here, a flick there, and a well-placed patch, you've got yourself a handheld gaming device that would make even the most tech-savvy envious. Can't you appreciate my culinary skills, too?
Skinner, I just want something I was promised. Can't you understand that? Your constant obsession with modding devices is becoming troublesome.
Skinner fumbles with the words to respond.
Orange Tundra.
This isn't a dessert, Skinner.
Look, your kitchen is on fire.
Oh, this is simply a furry. You know, like a small animal friend?
In the kitchen? How can a furry start a fire?
Well, it's very simple, Chalmers. I was just giving it a little cuddle and, well, somehow it started to. Burn.
Skinner, this doesn't make any sense.
A furry cannot start a fire. And besides, I can hear smoke alarms going off.
Oh, they might be sensitive. Don't pay any attention to them, Chalmers. I can handle this. I just need to cuddle it a little more to put out the fire.
Skinner, this isn't a furry. It's a raging inferno. Please stop attempting to save it and call the fire department immediately.
Skinner, despite his best efforts, finally agrees and frantically dials the fire department. As they wait for the fire department, Skinner continues to rant about Threed's modding.
You see, Chalmers, the simplicity of modding a Threeds is unparalleled. With a few taps here, a flick there, and a well-placed patch, you got yourself a handheld gaming device that would make even the most tech-savvy envy of you.
Skinner, this is a disaster. We need to focus on the present crisis, not your Threeds.
Ah, I'm so glad you enjoyed the meal, Chalmers. The double K Mitha turned out far better than I expected.
Indeed, it was a delightful dessert, Skinner. I must ask, what was that burning smell just now?
That was just... Ah, my furry. Yes, the one I was telling you about earlier. It seems it was a little too warm and started to... burn.
I think you might be trying to deceive me, Skinner. I could see smoke billowing from your house.
Well, Chalmers, you wouldn't understand. The simplicity of modding a Threeds is unparalleled. With a few taps here, a flick there, and a well-placed patch, you've got yourself a handheld gaming device that would make even the most tech-savvy envious. Can't you appreciate my culinary skills, too?
Skinner, this is a disaster. We need to focus on the present crisis, not your Threeds.
I understand, Chalmers. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Skinner. Take care.